Hi everyone, I want to introduce you to an awesome AI video generator called Minimax by a company called Hailuo. Now they've just released a brand new feature that a lot of people have been waiting for, and that is image to video. So now you can upload your own images and bring them to life. And in my opinion, Minimax actually has some of the best prompt adherence, especially if you're doing text to video, but image to video is just as impressive. So without further ado, let's get started. So from the date of publishing this video, you can still use Minimax completely for free and you can generate unlimited videos. However, they are actually going to introduce their subscription pricing plan tomorrow. So if you guys are watching this video right now, go and generate some videos. However, there is still going to be a free tier. So this is what I saw on X. You can see with their subscription pricing, you'll have a free tier and you essentially get 100 credits for logging in daily, and that allows you to generate 3 videos because each video uses 30 credits. Now they also mentioned over here that new users will receive 3 days of unlimited generations for a limited time. So that's quite new. If you're jumping on board quite early with the stuff, you'll still be able to generate unlimited generations until they decide to turn that off. Anyway, there is going to be a $10 plan over here as well, which uses 1,000 credits, and then there's a very pricey plan which is maybe for people that are enthusiasts or filmmakers, and that is at $95 and you get the unlimited plan. But I did want to mention that and be transparent so you guys can see that there is going to be some sort of pricing involved over here. So to access this website, just go to this URL. When you're on the website, just click on sign in and you can sign in with Google. So once you've logged in, on the home page, you're going to see all of these amazing videos that have actually been generated by Minimax. So if I click on any of these videos, I can see the prompt that was used. So this is a great way to get some inspiration, but I can also get a general idea of how they structure their prompts to create videos like this. Right, so that definitely gives you some good insight. Some of these prompts over here you'll notice are in Chinese, like this one for example. But if you select all of this text, you right click and you just select translate selection to English, you'll be able to see what that prompt is in English. So definitely go ahead and look at some of these examples so you can see what Minimax is capable of doing with text to video. Minimax definitely has some of the best prompt adherence, especially with text to video. You can see over here with this video that I've generated, I said that it's a hybrid creature that is half llama and half peacock. It walks through a mountainous range, and everything I've mentioned over here, it's doing exactly that in the video, and that's incredible. So depending on how detailed you want your prompts to be, you can really direct and control a lot of the aspects of the video that's going to be generated. So let's try text to video. So here at the top we have the prompt box. Now you can type in whatever you want. I'm going to type in a mythical hybrid creature that is half fox and half peacock sitting in a forest. And before we click on create, I just want to explain something else. So you'll see an icon over here called the prompt optimizer. Now you can see when I hover over this, it's explaining exactly what it does. But just to explain it quickly, with this disabled, by the way, you just left click on here to enable or disable it. But with it disabled, it's essentially going to adhere to this prompt and it's not going to enhance it or make it more detailed. So whatever's typed out here, that's exactly what it's going to try and generate. But if I enable this, it's going to take this prompt and make it a lot more detailed. So it might add camera movement, lighting, or even an additional setting onto this prompt. And this is explained right over here on their Discord. So you can pause the video right now if you want to, so you can understand exactly what the prompt optimizer is doing. So I tend to actually leave that off because I wanted to follow my prompt as close as possible. So once you're ready, just click on create. Let me make sure this is turned off. So yeah, just click on create and it's going to generate a video for you. So you'll see that this starts spinning and now you'll have access to a section over here called mine. So this will be where all of your videos are contained that you are currently generating. So as of right now, and this is probably going to change with the paid plan, you can only generate one video at a time. So you have to wait until this reaches 100% and your video is generated before you can generate another one. And the videos that get generated with text to video are going to be in a resolution of 1280 by 720. Also keep in mind that this AI video generator model is not completely uncensored, so don't try and generate videos that include gore or nudity. It's probably going to get blocked, so just keep that in mind. Videos that get generated are 6 seconds long and there's no way to extend them right now, but I'm sure that's going to be introduced at some point. So the video has generated, and this does bring me to another point. Even though Minimax has good prompt adherence, it's not perfect, right? And that's the nature of AI video. We have to re-roll prompts sometimes to get the desired result. In this case, obviously that's not a hybrid creature, but I did do another video like this with the exact same prompt, and I did end up getting that result. So over here I do have a fox and a peacock hybrid. So you are definitely going to have to re-roll some prompts to get the desired result. But when it does adhere to the prompt, it does a very good job. And now for probably one of the best features, image to video. So this officially solves character consistency, or just consistency in general, because previously you'd have to actually prompt that. You'd have to prompt a specific style or characteristics to get something coherent. Now you can just upload an image and you can generate these amazing videos. So to use image to video, it's very simple. Just find an image that you want to use. You can drag and drop it over here directly onto Minimax, and then it will start uploading it. Or you can click on this icon and then click on click to upload an image, and then find wherever that image is on your desktop. But another cool thing is you can see every image that I've uploaded has basically been saved here at the bottom. So this makes it very easy if I want to reuse a previous image, maybe with a different prompt. So my image has been uploaded, and in this case there's two ways to bring this to life. So right now I don't even need to type in a prompt. I can just click on create, and I can give AI complete freedom to analyze this image and bring it to life. Or I can be very specific with a prompt and describe to the AI what I actually want to happen with this image. In this case, I'm just going to type in, she starts smiling, very simple prompt, and then I'm going to click on create. So again, you just wait for this to load. And like I mentioned previously, it's going to generate one video, and you have to wait for that video to generate completely before you can do another one. So another awesome thing about image to video, besides consistency, is that we are not restricted to 1280 by 720 as our aspect ratio. I've generated videos over here using image to video that are vertical. All right, so this could be something for, I don't know, like maybe TikTok or Instagram story. You can see that we can use different aspect ratios, which I think is amazing. So the video is generated, and like I said, the prompt was simple. It says she starts smiling, and I mean, look at that. She looks very expressive. Maybe there's some minor issues with her eyes, especially towards the end. Maybe some minor ghosting. But I mean, this looks extremely expressive. This image has officially been brought to life, and this is where AI, to me personally, is just mind-blowing that it can even do stuff like this. And this is also where Minimax excels. It's with emotion. So you can prompt all sorts of emotion to get different results. So for instance, with this video, the Mona Lisa's been naughty, right? She's been arrested, and you can see the prompt over here said she's laughing and then she starts crying. However, this emotion does look like she's simultaneously laughing and crying. I thought it was quite funny. But what really surprised me was the text over here, the fact that it's still remaining consistent while it's bending and moving. That is quite crazy. And then you can see you can make them smile. So try all sorts of different emotions, smiling, scared, shocked, and see what you come up with. This one was also quite funny. I did prompt she sticks her tongue out, but it does look like she's licking an imaginary ice cream for some reason. So this is where you'd have to adjust this prompt. Maybe say she sticks her tongue out and keeps her tongue out. And yeah, that's all, aim of using AI video generators is that it involves iteration until you get a result that you are happy with. Minimax 100% excels at animating animals. In this case, this is a hybrid monkey and lizard. My prompt was just monkey, and I mean, look at this, how it brings it to life. That's crazy. It's like maybe something from National Geographic. So definitely give this a go with some animals. There's some stuff over here where I've used text to video. For instance, this horse and peacock hybrid, and the fact that it understands the walking motion of a horse is crazy to me. Now, of course, there is some inconsistencies in the flowers over here, but the way that it's animating this animal, to me personally, looks insane. So definitely try using Minimax to animate some animals. So something else I wanted to try with Minimax that actually really surprised me was using an image that's stylized and animating it. And over here you can see it still retains the consistency of the image while animating it. And this is a major plus because a lot of other AI video generators tend to morph into different styles, or they make the characters look extremely realistic. But over here, the style is remaining consistent, and this is a very good example. This is supposed to look like a painting. But you can see it's still animating it and the style is consistent. Now these brush strokes are, I mean, they're not moving with the rest of the face, so it's not 100% perfect, but this is a fantastic result, in my opinion, that it can even do something like this. And here's another example that's in pop art. You can see it's animating the lips. There's a little bit of eye movement over there, but the style is consistent. So give this a try, guys. Try some stylized images. Remember, sometimes you might not get the best result on your first try, so re-roll your prompt until you get something you like. So you can even try to animate maybe some movie posters. Over here I said a woman screaming in fear, crying. The text scream remains static. Now the text that is actually included on this poster did remain static, but it also disappeared, which I think looks really cool. But I mean, look at the emotion in this video. That is insane. She really looks like she is very terrified. If you guys are trying to do these fashion catwalk videos that you see all over the internet, yes, Minimax can do it. It actually understands the walking cycle quite well. And this is the prompt. So as long as you say walking down a fashion runway, you're going to get some really cool looking videos. You can also try using Minimax for e-commerce if you're trying to promote any fashion products, or maybe you just created some AI fashion and you want to bring it to life. Minimax does a really good job. And in this case, this really surprised me because you can see the person actually turns to their side and everything remains consistent, from the glasses to a hairstyle to the garment, and that is some insane consistency. So yeah, give this a try with fashion as well. You can certainly use Minimax to promote products as well. So I tried this with a perfume bottle, but you definitely want to include some sort of camera movement in your prompt if you want it to be more dynamic. Yes, you should definitely try this with scenery. You can get some interesting results, but I have noticed with quite a few of my generations I've got static videos. So like the background elements will be animated, which looks cool, but you should definitely include camera movement in the prompt if you want something to look a little bit more dynamic. Of course, it is not perfect. Sometimes it actually does not adhere to the prompt, and you're going to have to re-roll until you get something that you like. Yes, you can also prompt for people to eat food. In this case, I said the Mona Lisa is just eating ice cream. And you see that small detail left behind? Right over here? There's actually ice cream that's left on her lip. And that to me actually blew my mind when I saw that. But this is still far from perfect because the ice cream itself refills itself. So she's got this magical, endless ice cream that cannot be finished. I did try it with spaghetti. And well, this just looks kind of strange. So to be completely honest, I do think Kling does videos like this better, especially where they're eating food. And over here, it seems like you have to have the food in the actual image itself for the prompting to work. Also, don't forget that you can just upload an image and click on generate without a prompt and see what the AI actually ends up doing. In this case, it analyzed this image, it identified a cat, it identified a human, and it made them interact with each other. And the end result actually looks pretty good. I mean, there's obviously some inconsistencies in the hands, but hands is really difficult for AI, especially with AI video generation. But the fact that you can do this without even putting in a prompt is amazing. Now, in the world of AI, yes, hands are still a problem. And if we're talking about AI video generators, hands are, well, they can be a major problem. There can be a lot of inconsistencies. So what I've noticed is that this does a really good job with close-ups or torsos or where the hands are not visible. Although sometimes, you know, it does the hands pretty well. I mean, over here, there's no issues with the hands. But in this case, I did try, you know, doing something with this video where she's taking a selfie and these hands are basically possessed. And that that is a really bad result. But I tried, you know, re-rolling that prompt and I got something else that was much better. So there we've got this real life Mona Lisa taking a selfie. But keep in mind that hands, well, it can still be an issue. So in my opinion, the best results you get is if the face is actually closer in the image. If the face is a bit too far away, that's where I've noticed the most inconsistent results, even with retaining character consistency. So just keep that in mind. If you've got shots where, you know, it's a lot closer to the camera, chances are you're going to get much better results. So the community is already generating some really interesting results, and this was my introduction to image to video. So this is by Brent Lynch. He took one of my photos of my realistic Mona Lisa and he brought it to life. So here's the prompt that he used as well. So this lady is ecstatic to meet the real Mona Lisa, And you can see he's got some other results over here. This one was quite funny. She just starts poking her face. But you can see how this essentially just brings this image completely to life. Next up, we've got Alcina, and I hope I'm saying that correctly. But yeah, very dynamic motion over here, very cinematic. This reminds me of Uncharted, the video game. So really cool stuff going on here, besides his legs disappearing, but I'm sure with maybe another re-roll, it could be a little bit more consistent, but very cool shot. And this one over here, we've got this vehicle that blows up. Boom. So cool stuff. And he does mention that we should try and push its limits because it can do more than we expect. Now we've got Mamria AI, and like I've mentioned in the tutorial, it animates animals very well, and this is just super cute. There's another result over here by Cole Tregaskis, and a nice shot over here of this tribal man deep in thought, and that looks very, very realistic. I mean, even the feathers on his head are gently blowing in the wind, and that's just crazy that AI can do that. Over here we have Seru, and they've basically just uploaded an image with no prompt. I did translate this, so this is an image with no prompt. And I mean, look at this. This looks 100% believable, right? That's extremely realistic. And then last over here, we've got Mad Pencil, and he's done something cool. So we've got this head that explodes, and boom! It looks like it turns into some type of liquid. Although it would have been cool if maybe the chair and the table actually got drenched in water as well. But still, interesting result. And then this one reminds me of Mary Poppins. Got this granny in this magical forest levitating. So yeah, the community is doing really cool stuff. Okay, so that's going to be the end of this tutorial. I've given you guys a full breakdown of how to generate videos with text and even image to video. I've given you some use cases. You can see just how awesome this is. So try generating videos with simple prompts or complicated prompts and see what you end up getting. I really, really think Minimax has a lot of potential in the AI video generator scene. So definitely go and use this right now while it's free. If you're watching this video at this present moment, give it a try. I think it's amazing. And yeah, create some magic. As always, thank you so much for watching this video. You guys are super awesome. Stay tuned for some more videos and tutorials, and goodbye.